Howdy y'all, and welcome back to my Let's Play EVE Online. When last we left off, we were doing some business and industry career missions, and we are going to continue doing those today. In the business career series, Mr. Ihora here wants us to get a tracking computer for the people that are defending against some pirates in the area. He doesn't care where we get it from or how we get it, which basically means go on the market, buy one. And that's really what he's wanting us to do. Just buy it and hand it to him off the market. When we take the mission, we will get a new skill book, mass production skill book. As a reward, we'll get another level 1 miner, and we'll get some bonus ISK if we do it in an hour and 34 minutes. This mission really takes as long as it takes you to buy one off the market. So we'll go ahead and accept that mission and get it started. When you accept it, Aura pops up and will step you through buying things off the market. She wants us to bring up the market, and then you click next. Availability of items, she just lets you know that you can set different filters on here. That's underneath this little gear icon here, the browse filters. You can go through those, change how far away you want to look at things. You can go all the way out to region. You'll see things in the region, but you can buy things in the region if you want to, or you can just reset back everything to the default settings if you change any of this in the future. Double checking range filters, make sure the range filter is set to station, or you could end up buying a module located in the station light years away, which you can do anyway. For instance, let's take a look at drones. If we look at our combat drones, light drones, Hobgoblin, you can right click and buy from any of these sellers. It's just going to tell you how many jumps away you are. So if you right click and buy this, you're going to buy the item in Vassala, and that's 14 jumps away. These browser filters do not prevent you from buying stuff that far away. What it does is it will show you things or try to highlight things that are in your station, so that you don't end up accidentally trying to buy one of these. But if you wanted to, you certainly can. Nothing in these filters stops you from doing that. And then she says item usability. You cannot use all available items straight away. To see what you can currently use, expand any category if you've not already done so. Click the groups tab on the right. All that means is if we look at the groups up here, it'll show us what we can use. You do not possess the skills required to use this item. You do require the skills to use this item. That's how you check it. If it's grayed out, you can't use it yet, which is fine. If we did something like a heavy attack drone, an ogre, we can click on the groups thing. These will all be grayed out for us. So that's all she's talking about there. Skill requirements. Blue marker by an item means, we went over that. A gray marker means you don't have the skills. It is imperative to know when to sell and when not to. When it comes to that, information is king. We can go back to details, and we can view the details of this particular thing, but we can go to price history also. And I think that's where she's going to send us. Yeah, we can go to price history, and it'll show you the price history of the item over a certain period of time. You can change that down here. Its default is 3 months. You can go a month, 10 days, 5 days, 6 months, full year. You can just change what this looks like. The brown is the volatility of trading. The green line is the average price. The red line is the sell price, and the The yellow dots are what people are buying it for on average, and the movement from that green line on that. And down here at the bottom is volume. How much is sold at a given time. As you can see, for some reason, a little while ago, there was a whole lot of these that were traded. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but it hit 20,000 units traded at a certain point. And that's a lot. So I don't know if there was a market rush or something. But usually when this green line and this red line flip, that's when you'll see a lot of market activity, especially now. You see that red line has gone way up here, and the price to buy them is still down here. That shows some market funkiness going on when they separate like that. Anyway, next rule of thumb: never buy anything you cannot afford to lose. Yeah, that's just the standard rule in EVE. Don't ever fly anything that you can't afford to replace. And remember, items are sold at the station that it's located. It will never be automatically transported to you, and she'll automatically give us a couple of skill books: trade and retail. Very nice. These books will help you if you wanted to play the market metagame and do some trading, some day trading on items, or some long-term investment trading and then turn around and sell items. These two skill books will help immensely, the trade and the retail. If we look at trade, it will increase the number of buy and sell orders that you can give at a particular time. You are skill capped on the number of orders you can have active at any one time, but the trade skill increases that cap. Retail raises the limit of active orders by 8 again. It's the same thing as trade, just on a different level, but the requirements are trade level 2, and this is required to be a wholesaler. Wholesaler does the same type of thing. It increases the number of active market orders you can have by 16 per level, and then you get to Tycoon. Tycoon does the same thing. It increases the cap by 32 per level. So it's just a progression from trade to retail to wholesaler to Tycoon, and that is the cap. The Tycoon is the last one in that trade line. So we'll go ahead and take those. If you'd like to know more about the market system, she gives you a link. So let's bring up the market. Let's bring up our trade skill books. We'll go. Now, you cannot train these on a trial account. You have to be a subscribed user in order to inject these. So we'll go ahead and just inject them. I don't feel like using them right now. So we'll just go ahead and inject trade, because we're not going to do a lot of trading. This is not really going to be a trade type character. If you are building a trade character, though, those skill books will be invaluable for what you end up doing later on. But he wants us to get a tracking computer. So let's go up here to our search bar, and we'll do tracking computer. Click on this, market data, and here we go. We can buy one in station. We don't have to go anywhere, for about 30K. Not bad at all. We could spend 34 if we really wanted to, but we're cheap. So we'll go ahead and buy this item. It'll ask us, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, we're sure, even though it's 1% above the regional average. Don't care. So we'll buy it, and that should put it here. Yep, there's our tracking computer right there. So let's bring up our mission, and you'll see we have the check marks. We are good to go to complete. So we'll go ahead and complete the mission, and we should get our mass production right there. And show info. And this allows you to run multiple factories, one additional manufacturing job per level. You are also skill capped on the number of active jobs you can have going at any one time. But this mass production skill book, that increases the cap that you have on the number of active industry jobs you can have running simultaneously. The requirements to do this are industry level 3. We don't have that yet, so we can't inject this skill book. If you're building a industry character, a miner who's going to eventually process their own ore, get their own blueprints, create their own stuff, and sell that on the market, that will be an invaluable skill book for you to have. And you'll be wanting to train towards it and through it as quickly as possible. Well, since we've done that, we completed the business. Let's see what the next business one is, because we know the next industry one is a transport. This is going to be, he wants us to go to a certain location with your analyzing equipment, find out what it holds. Okay, so we're going to have to go somewhere with a civilian relic analyzer, hack into something, grab a data core, an elementary civilian tech data core, and bring it back. That's what he wants us to do there. Let's see, what number was that? That is number 7. The industry one, which is a pretty quick run. You don't have to go very far to get to Unpass, is also number 7. So we'll do it real quick. I don't want this video to be too short. So we'll go ahead and accept this. Whenever we complete it, we'll get an overdrive injector, we'll get some bonuses. We do have to put up some collateral, but we'll get that back, no problem. I'll go ahead and set this as our destination. It's just right next door. So we'll go ahead, accept the mission. Remember to grab your caps, put it in your cargo hold so you don't leave without them. Go ahead and undock. Alright, scroll down here to our Stargate. Select it, jump through it.
Warp drive active.
And here we go. Now you may have noticed I have a new module down here. This is an ECCM gravimetric module. It strengthens the sensors of our ship, and this is going to be important when we start doing when we start the advanced military career path, as well as when we start doing just normal security missions, because there are pirates out there who like to jam your sensors.
Warp drive active.
And if they successfully jam your sensors, you can't target anything. If you can't target anything, you can't shoot anything, and they basically have free reign to peck at you. This module, when you turn it on, boosts your sensor strength, and it makes it harder for them to jam your targeting sensors, which means you are able to target them still and shoot them.
Accepted.
Without this, if you do get jammed, you just have to jump away or get farther out than what their jamming units can hit you with. At this point in the game, with these ships and the type of turrets you'll be able to fit to them, you cannot outrange their jamming equipment. If you were in a bigger ship with longer range guns, then you could probably do that. You'd stay at range, outside of their jammer range, and snipe them and kill them without them bothering you. In these ships, at this point in the game, you won't be able to do that, so you're better off getting an ECCM module and fitting it on your ship. They come in different varieties depending upon what sensors your particular ship uses. The Caldari use gravimetric. The other 3 civilizations use different ones, and there is an Omni one, but the Omni one boosts all sensors, but does so at a lower rate than the specific ones do. So if you want the Omni one, you can get it, but I prefer the specific ones for the particular civilization that you're flying as. Anyway, we are here. We have made our drop, so we will go ahead, drop it off in the item hangar, and we will complete the mission. Again, our reward will show back up in Uitra, but we'll go ahead and complete the mission from here, get our money, get our collateral back, and now we'll head back. Set our destination, undock, and I'll head back, and in the next video we'll pick up and do some more container hacking and see if we can get one of those data cores for our next mission. Until then, I am Sunder, and I will see you later.